Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Atlanta Motor Speedway for the second round of the ARCSOA Elite Series World Championship. We have had a number of interesting things take place at Road Atlanta, just a little up the road, and now we are at the highly abrasive Atlanta Motor Speedway, where tire wear is going to be massively important. Sean Perkins won at Road Atlanta, and his teammates on the pole. This is Anthony Griffith's maiden pole for Team Thunder. Alongside of him, you have Greg Woodard's Lycoya, followed by one of the Ferraris. I believe that's Aiden Shepard there. Whoopsie there. And Aiden Shepard is there, followed by Tyler Thaber on the outside of the second row, and the other Ferrari in the third row, Lance Calvin sixth. A number of drivers have been moved to the back of the grid. However, we will get to that in at least 1 minute here. But this track could be a very interesting one, as it's proven to be quite racy in the testing sessions so far, or in practice and in qualifying so far. Starting from the rear of the grid is Ryan Matthews. Now, Ryan Matthews actually qualified 7th, but is starting in the back due to his antics at Road Atlanta. And alongside of him, you've got Takumi Hirano, who is back there for the same reason. Oops, went the wrong way there. Also in the back, you have Daniel Bouchard, and I'm sorry, I'm looking at the 79 for a second there. Daniel Bouchard is, of course, driving the Monster Energy scheme this week in the Ford Performance Technology, and he's in the back for his Road Atlanta antics. Alongside of him, you have the first of the blameless cars. The only car that we haven't seen this season is in the next position up the grid. That would be 37th on the grid. That is Chester Lester Wester in the 78 or 79 car. As you can see, there are some things with that car that are quite interesting. The two Minervinis round out the next row on the grid, that being Zolt Dormitory, who didn't qualify for Road Atlanta, and Mika Misaki, who nearly won the Grand Prix of Road Atlanta, or not won it, but nearly got points in the Grand Prix of Road Atlanta. Here's Austin Silverspoon, a driver we haven't seen, and Zayden Davidson did not qualify very well at all here at Atlanta. There is Caitlin Tannehill in the outside of the next row up the grid, and there is Ethan Moore, who didn't qualify well either. Both drivers, well, Ethan Moore had a pretty bad Road Atlanta race. Caitlin Tannehill almost won the Grand Prix of Road Atlanta. Sean Perkins, who is filling in right now for, or in that car, not filling in, but is the part-time driver, won the Grand Prix of Road Atlanta, but is starting kind of far back. And Rich Roy are the next two cars on the grid. They're both listed as Lancer Evos, but the Roy Incorporated car is powered by Porsche. Right here we have the Nick Pericles car, who I believe is really strong, on these speedways. It's kind of shocking to see him this far back. And the Zachary Fitzwater Honda Accord. Next up on the grid, we have Ty Silverspoon, who qualified pretty well for Ty Silverspoon, and Allison Holiday on the grid this high up as well. Next up, we have the next blameless car. Very surprising to see Kai Dry this far up the grid. That's very surprising, outperforming the constructors, qualifying alongside one of the constructors' leaders, being the Silver Speed car, and Nick Pericles in another car back there. So Kai Dry is very strong today. Ryan Griffin alongside. Next up on the grid, we have Dylan Speeds and DJ Curtis here, both drivers who were looking very strong at Road Atlanta. However, for Speed's case, he got taken out in an accident. Ayapo Aslemi with the off-centered Crown Royale there. I didn't notice that actually at Road Atlanta, but I'm noticing it now. And the Tesla of the My First Video Game Tesla of Austin Sanders there is the next car on the grid. You'll see the other Tesla starting just in front there, alongside of Gretchen Faust's Marlon Exodia for the Marlon Factory team, Carol Abbott alongside. Sean Ard, and that is the 52 car. I thought that car was only going to be running the European ones had paint scheme, but the 52 of Kiterman is alongside Sean Ard in the Deutsche Post 52 car. Eric Monaco and Bobby Jones. Jones did not have a great Grand Prix of Road Atlanta, and is looking to make up for that here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. There is Vince Freeze and Bethany Woodard. Woodard was in contention for the Grand Prix of Road Atlanta victory. Up here we have Sivar Ilkin And Ingrid Hadeland, the queen, up there as well. Hadeland was leading the race at one point, but threw it off the road. Probably was going to win the race, actually, if she didn't throw it off the road. Cody Lamas and Carter Fitzgerald up on the grid. Fitzgerald was the first car out of the Grand Prix of Road Atlanta. Next up is Lance Calvin, and that would be Noah Hart here. Excuse me. Hart has been trying to get at the Atlanta Motor Speedway on the ARCSOA Elite Series grid since Season 1. And the ARCSOA Elite Series schedule since Season 1. 27 years of trying, Noah Hart finally gets it on the grid, or on the schedule here. Great to see it. Tyler Thaber was going to finish second in the Grand Prix of Road Atlanta, but had a mechanical problem, which forced him towards the, I believe, the last car on the lead lap. Thaber is looking very strong here with Aiden Shepard starting third. Greg Woodard and Anthony Griffith are your front row here for the Grand Prix of, or not the Grand Prix, but for the race here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Team Thunder has been very strong, sweeping both of, or getting on the front row in both races so far. Shows the wide diversity of the Mitsubishi Lancer. I am very excited to see what that car will be able to do this week here at at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. With that being said, it's time for the race to take off here. We'll get back to it here in the next second. Anthony Griffith will lead the field of the green here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. This track is incredibly abrasive, incredibly difficult to handle, and it's really, really racy. It should be a big, interesting thing to see how these drivers will take on this Atlanta Motor Speedway. I'm very interested to see this, as this track is going to be quite a challenge for these drivers, as tire wear is probably more than we've ever seen at an ARCSOA Elite Series track. And with the weight of these new cars, they are a bit of a challenge for these drivers to drive. Anthony Griffith on his debutante pole. Should be interesting to see how this turns out for him. On the outside, Greg Woodard. The Woodard cars, or the Lycoya cars, were very strong at the Grand Prix of Road Atlanta, but now that we're at Atlanta Motor Speedway, we are expecting them to kind of fall off a little bit here. Obviously, that wasn't the case. Here we go. Anthony Griffith takes the green flag here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, and off we go into turn number 1 they go. It's a great start through the field here. Time to see what these drivers will bring around this Atlanta Motor Speedway here. It's a great start. Oops, didn't mean to go that direction. But here they go off the corner. It looks like Woodard gets a better run off the corner. And Woodard is going to take the lead. We got the two Ferraris trying to go side by side further back. Not going to work as Shepard closes the door on Hart. Carter Fitzgerald already going to the high line. And you're already seeing what this track is known for. And that is tire wear, and momentum. Tyler Thaber now flies up into second position. This is going to be a very difficult thing to see because this track is very racy. Here comes Anthony Griffith now down low. There isn't really a set line around this track. It's just wherever you can get the grip. Down the straightaway now, we have Anthony Griffith now fighting with the Lycoya. And we're going to see who is the fastest through 3 and 4. Looks like the Lycoya of Woodard gets a better run through the corner there. Looks like Griffith is struggling a little bit there. Looks like Aiden Shepard way in the back is really struggling with grip there. And he is getting passed on all angles around him. He does hold off Carter Fitzgerald, though. Woodard continues to lead here at Atlanta. And you can see how challenging this track is because it seems like it's wherever you can get some lines here is how you're going to have to run this track, and it's kind of a bit more of a pack race than people thought. Moving their way through the field now, we have the two, you'll see the two, what are they? Bradley Automotive cars, couldn't think of their name here. They have quickly flown up through the field. They're in 3rd and 4th now, and they're on a charge to try and get up through the order. Here, I believe they started a little further back, but it looks like, oh, there goes Kelvin around the outside. Kelvin's got a heck of a run there. He is now trying to set up Anthony Griffith now for second position, and this is going to be good, I think, for him, because if he can hold his momentum through turns 1 and 2, which he does, he just set a really quick time here, and just look how quickly he is now already fighting Woodard for the lead here. Can he clear Woodard down the backstretch is a good question. I don't know if he can. And now Woodard is trying the outside line here. There's Griffith trying there. And wow, Woodard really strong up there on the outside. Look at Thaber on the outside as well, trying to get a run there. Wow, this is just really racy. This track has been so far in this event here. Down towards turn number 1 again there. Thaber on the outside. Looks like Calvin on the inside's got a big run. Calvin's really making the inside through 1 and 2 work really strong there. Ooh, further back, who is that up there? That's Dylan Speeds. Looking pretty strong up there on the outside there. And just, this is a very, very challenging track there. Look at Griffith way up on the outside there. What a run there. And Griffith becomes the first new leader, I think, of this event. What a run by the 4 car. But very quickly, as I said that Griffith had such a big run, you're going to see here. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Here comes Lance Calvin way down low with a big run. Slides it into the corner nearly up. Actually scares Griffith a bit there, and Lance Calvin goes to the lead. So it's all about how much grip you've got around this track and how you're going to handle that going forward. What a showdown here for Lance Calvin there. And you're going to see here, here comes Griffith now on the outside. Griffith really making the outside charge. And Griffith retakes the lead now. Wow, what a run Griffith could get on the outside through 3 and 4. I was shocked that we saw that there. Oh, man, did I see 3 wide back there for a second here? And now you got the 2 Lycoyas just trying to duke it out there with Woodard. Or with, I'm sorry, with Calvin. The Woodards and Calvin are fighting out there. And just, wow, what a race so far here. Just very high-speed racing antics. And as the tires wear, you're just going to see more of these crazy runs take place. Here comes Calvin on the outside. Calvin's got a heck of a car today. An absolute monster of a car on the outside there of Woodard. Now can Calvin somehow get the outside to work through 1 and 2? No, looks like Woodard down low is. And Woodard's going to the lead. Just about your runs here. That's all you got to say. Just about getting as quick of runs as you can get. We're on board with Ryan Matthews. Oh, wow, Ingrid Hedlund fell back quite a bit. Matthews has been the biggest gainer of the entire race here. He is up to, I believe, 21st from starting 40th here. And Matthews is really chugging along here, trying to get up through the field here. However, he is stuck behind some slower cars like Ethan Moore. Dylan Speeds to the lead of the race now, and this is getting very interesting because now we've got a new leader. We saw Hadland, his teammate, drop back, and now we've got Speeds going forward, which is really kind of interesting. And now it's starting to spread out a little bit up front right now. The biggest loser now is Caitlin Tannehill, all the way back here in 35th position. Caitlin Tannehill not doing what I think she would like to be doing right now in this race, and is quite a ways behind the next car on track, that being Nick Pericles, who also is struggling. The Marlon factory driver of Gretchen Faust is up to P3 now, trying to chase down the 2 leaders here. We're going to go on board. Oh, wait, wrong button there. Still getting used to the camera controls here. The helmet cam of Gretchen Faust. And you're going to see that the 2 leaders of Speeds and, whoopsie there. Speeds and Griffith have kind of broken away a little bit here. So, tough break for, well, it's not a tough break, but it's going to take a lot to catch them. Oh, Kydry's got some problems with the 54 car. That is a tire going down on Kydry's car. So Blameless Racing, who we haven't really talked about much because they didn't qualify for Road Atlanta, already having some trouble with the 54 car there. Oh, we are going to actually take a look, I think, at the 9 car. That car was originally supposed to be 78, as you can see on the roof of the car. However, as you can see, they kind of covered up part of the 8 to make it a 9 because they didn't realize Mentorvini had the 78. So yeah, that's a very interesting looking car there. Ryan Matthews is up to 10th position here by lap 30. So already clawed all the way through the field, Ryan Matthews has, and Matthews is looking like the fastest driver on the track right now, and he is going to be one to watch as this race goes on. After 30 laps, or just under 30 laps, you have climbed your way all the way up the field. That's very impressive, Ryan. Very impressive. You also have to keep in mind that they have already lost, that the entire field has lost basically 3 seconds of pace since the start of this race here. Oops, wrong way there. With the exception of Ryan Matthews, who is seemingly running like a second faster than everybody else right now, simply because he saved his tires. Yeah, the entire field has already lost about 3 seconds of pace. That just shows how abrasive this Atlanta Motor Speedway is, and Matthews is just carving through the field right now. Sean Perkins has also started saving his stuff here, as he's been very... Oh, what is Ty Silverspoon doing? Right in front of the field here. Oh, that's Seb Arilkin. Sean Perkins, the Road Atlanta winner, involved in that incident as well there. And that's going to be the first caution of the day here. That's going to give everyone a free pit stop, it looks like. Oh, no, that's Caitlin Tannehill in there. Where was the brakes, Caitlin? Where was the brakes? And further up the track, we had another incident here with DJ Curtis just not paying attention that Noah Hart's up there, and, well, up and over goes Curtis. And there goes Hart around as Ethan Moore gets into Noah Hart. So Noah Hart out of his home ground, or out of his home ARCSOA Elite Series race. Or one of them. I don't know what that was about. We're on board Caitlin Tannehill, and the yellow flag's already out by this point. Yellow flag is out. Let's see what Tannehill's thinking here. I mean, on the throttle, on the throttle, on the throttle, on the throttle. This could be a contender for reject of the day. We know Ryan Matthews got it last week, but could be a contender for Caitlin Tannehill here. And we're on board with Noah Hart here. Yellow flag starts flying right there. So they're slowing down. DJ Curtis just doesn't pay attention that he's up there, and, well, into the wall goes Noah Hart and Curtis, and Ethan Moore just had nowhere to go. Ethan Moore applied the brakes and just, well, what can you do? Both the Griffith cars will lead both lanes back to the green here. As you can see, Sean Perkins is quite in a rough shape right now. It's going to be interesting to see how this race restarts here, as we're obviously expecting race winner last week, Sean Perkins, to let his teammates start blasting by here. But I want to see how slow Perkins is going to be here. You also have the Buick Regal of the 54 of Kai Dry back there. And here comes Anthony Griffith, down to take the green flag once again here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Off we go here. Down towards turn number 1 they go. Great start here by, actually, Perkins is a lot quicker than I thought he'd be. And everybody off to a good start there. There's the Marlone car holding on as tight as she can to Anthony Griffith there. On the back straightaway now, they all fly. And the outside line is really chugging now around this track. Oh, look at the Lycoya going to the outside of the FNS Marlone. Or, I'm sorry, just the Marlone. It's not FNS anymore. And, oh, boy, we got some racing. Oh, there's an accident in the back. Oh, we might get a big one here. We might get a huge accident here. Huge accident here. And there goes the field right there. There goes the entire field right then and there. Vince Freeze involved. Ingrid Hadeland, Cody Lamas, Eric Monaco, the Tesla of Austin Sanders. Oh boy. That was not expected to have a big one this early in the race. It is only lap 31 of 110, and we might have just lost the field already. Going through the order here, it's better just to even say who's still left running without damage here. It looks like Aiden Shepard maybe got out of it okay. I'd be interested to see how that took place, but oh boy, we got cars everywhere, don't we? So I think the incident started somewhere around here, and they're coming up on the slow Perkins car here, and Lamas gets into Kelvin. Oh, Vince Freeze went for a violent little flip there, and everybody's just piling in there. It looks like an ARCSOA lights wreck there with everybody just piling into that incident, but that was kind of a scary incident. And this is kind of what I was talking about with them piling in. The incident's taking place here, and you're just slamming on the brakes here. There's DJ Curtis, and there isn't a lot of place for them to go, but did they even hit the brakes at all is a good question there. I saw that incident taking place, and it's like, I saw that was going to be quite bad. We're on board with Austin Silverspoon now. Or, no, this is this is Austin Silverspoon. And just right in front of the field. Well, they did hit the brakes. I thought they didn't. They slammed on the brakes, but they couldn't really have a shot to get through it there. And we are under red flag in case if anybody hasn't figured that out yet. But this incident takes place, and Curtis thought he could get through and then just realizes he can't, then slams on the brakes and just can't get out of it. Trying to put any bit of fault in this incident. Gosh, I do want to see an onboard of Cody Lamas' car there. Gosh, that was a massive crash there for a lot of drivers here. We're on board with Cody Lamas now, and you can see he's stuck behind Lance Calvin. Perkins is there, slows up there, and, well, he goes to the outside there and right rears the 28 there, and I don't think, really, that was necessary there, Cody. I really don't. You just wrecked over 10 cars at least. Well, definitely over like 15 there. In total, 25 cars got damaged in this incident here, and Vince Freeze had a wild tumble there. Luckily, no one was hurt in this incident here. There are some people in the grandstands that they were a little concerned about from flying debris there. But thankfully, no one seems to be seriously injured. We want to go on board, though, with Aiden Shepard here. And you're going to see what might be one of the luckiest avoidances of an incident I've seen in a while here. Accident takes place in front of Shepard here. He was really the only car that got out of this easy there. He just hooked the 31 just a little bit there, but gets out of it pretty cleanly, actually. Good job by the 16 there. That was the only car that got through that without any damage from beyond that point, so Shepard got really lucky. One more onboard of this incident here, and you're not going to see a whole lot from Vince Freeze, but he just goes flying through the air there, gets actually on top of the safer barrier. This was a spectacular, we were kind of concerned about him there. Vince Freeze, because he almost got into the fencing there, which would have been really scary. Yep, one more view of this incident here, and I'm not going to put any blame on Kai Dreyer, Sean Perkins there, because they really had nothing to do with it, but I saw that incident taking place, and looks like actually Rich Roy got out of that okay there as well, but when you get a 25-car accident in a 40-car field, it tends to not end well. Tough break for everyone. Anthony Griffith, after the red flag, would lead to the restart. Of course, Carter Fitzgerald is on the tail end of the lead lap, so Anthony Griffith is leading this event here. Very tough situation here now, as a lot of drivers are in cars that probably shouldn't be out there, but they're just kind of going to try and bring it home. Looking towards the back here. A lot of the high running cars, though, still in this race, but it was a lot of the midfield that got taken out there for this event. And just here they go back to the green here, and it looks like, wow, look at Ty Silvers. How did they get that kind of a restart? Is that a legal restart there for those two? Ty Silverspoon and Kai Dry there. I'm beginning to think no on that. Or is that Chester Lester Western? No, that is Kai Dry there, and I gotta see that. Was that a legal restart? Also, it looks like the, you got a couple of cars bringing it down pit road here. That would be one of the Teslas. That's Austin Sanders, Ryan Griffin, and Daniel Bouchard all had various things with their car there. Here they go, and Kai Dry and the car in front, Ty Silverspoon, were starting on the inside here. They green flagged the race, and they were supposed to be on the inside because they were a lap down, but I'm wondering if that's illegal, what they did. I think there might be an explanation from ARCSOA on that, because I'm not sure. They didn't pass anybody on track, I don't think, but illegally, but that was a very, very shaky start there. Zayden Davidson on pit road now with a couple of other drivers as well. I forgot to see who that was, actually. The Lycoya Bethany Woodard, Rich Roy, or no, that's a Slemmy back there. Overall, Daniel Bouchard is just trying to get around the minimum speed rule, it looks like there as well. Aiden Shepard, I believe, has just taken over the lead of the race. Yes, he has. He's kind of clawed his way through that giant gaggle of cars back there, as drivers are just trying to maintain around this Atlanta Motor Speedway track here. Aiden Shepard's got a really quick car right now. Second position is a battle between Carroll Abbott and Greg Woodard back here. It's going to be interesting to see how they maintain, how they're going to catch Aiden Shepard in the lead, because they are doing so. Shepard just had a really good run through the pack there as well. Also back there, you got Bobby Jones and Anthony Griffith kind of duking battle there as well. You're seeing a lot of drivers that I don't think you normally see coming up through the field here. I'm not sure, where's Ryan Matthews? Matthews is back here as well. He was really strong on late tire runs here, but he doesn't seem to have that speed right now. Yeah, it's just something to watch. As you can see, Greg Woodard is massively closing in. Well, maybe not on that angle he could, but Greg Woodard is massively closing in on Aiden Shepard. Shepard is struggling a little bit with tire wear here. Wow, look at Woodard on the outside here make that move stick, and great move there by Greg Woodard to take over the lead of the race. Woodard in the Lycoya leads this Atlanta Motor Speedway event here. It looks like Aiden Shepard is going to have to find a new way to catch up to Greg Woodard. Once again, on an older tire run, Ryan Matthews has carved his way through the field and is the fastest car on the track, though. He is going to be a factor to watch as we keep going around this track here. In this race, if there's still remain green flag here, Ryan Matthews could be a big, big factor as this race keeps going. Rich Roy is currently running in third. He's caught Aiden Shepard now, gets a run off of turn 4 pretty well there. However, we're going to see how Shepard fights back here. Oh, Aiden Shepard not going to be able to get that done there. Rich Roy up to second position. Rich Roy now has caught the 96 car. And this should be interesting as Woodard and Roy will be duking it out a little further back here. Looks like Anthony Griffith now has actually gotten by Aiden Shepard there, provided that he can get by Carter Fitzgerald, the lapped car, pretty easily there. Actually, looks like Shepard's trying to fight back, though, on the outside there. And wow, Aiden Shepard does a great run there through the corner. Aiden Shepard, of course, never won an ARCSOA Elite Series race and has chronically been called the most unlucky driver currently on the full-time grid. I'd say today he's been pretty lucky. A battle between Dylan Speeds and Ryan Matthews is shaping up here. Speeds just got by Matthews there, but they seem to be going back and forth a little bit here. They are not increasing their time on the leaders here as since they've kind of gotten into a battle by themselves, which has gotten a little bit, slowed them down quite a bit. They're going to probably be hoping for another caution, but with so little cars that are left in this race, I think there's only like 23 cars left in this race because of that massive accident, or something of those along those lines. Expect this to be a very interesting end here, because I don't think you're going to get that caution that they're going to want. However, Greg Woodard was able to hold on to his tires a lot longer than Rich Roy has. Roy is falling back quite quickly there as Aiden Shepard's actually starting to reel in Rich Roy a bit there. So it's coming down to the wire for them, really, on this run at least. But it's also going to come down to whoever gets to pit earliest here, I think, is going to be a big factor in how this race plays out. And I believe we have our first taker. Ryan Matthews is pitting, so, oh boy, even though Ryan Matthews was holding out on his tires here, I'm interested to see if Ryan Matthews is going to have a huge run of speed here since he's pitting now. Also, Bobby Jones coming in. None of the leaders have. So the Woodard car is still out there, so Matthews should have a pretty big gap here. And Woodard looks like he's staying out even further. So that's going to be very, very interesting here as time goes on here for both Woodard and Roy here. As Shepard's staying out as well, and now Griffith is coming in. So Ryan Matthews could get a big jump there on some of these drivers. And now I believe we see Greg Woodard coming down pit road along with Rich Roy, and I'm guessing Aiden Shepard's going to as well here. No, it looks like Shepard might be staying out, actually. Here, yes, Woodard and Roy are coming in, but Shepard is staying out another lap here. Now, how's Ryan Matthews doing in comparison to everybody else? Matthews is getting held up by Ty Dry there. But Ryan Matthews definitely has faster tires than everybody else now, and look at him go, kind of blasting by people left and right there. It's important to see how fast Matthews is here, because Matthews is going to gain a ton here on the leaders. And gets by Anthony Griffith, actually, so that's just one lap there between them, and Ryan Matthews now has just flown by them. I'm interested to see where Greg Woodard is going to be right now. Woodard is coming out of the pits. But where is Ryan Matthews? Matthews is out there now. And there's a big gap between Woodard and Matthews there, but I'm interested to see how much of a gain Matthews will have on everybody here. He actually might get Rich Roy at this pace. There's Matthews back there. He's not going to get Roy, but if he keeps up with this kind of short pitting undercut strategy here, that could pay off for him, because here comes Ryan Matthews right now. But keep in mind now, Roy's got better tires than him by about 3 laps, so Ryan Matthews is going to have to manage that, because he's going to be on older tires, and 3 laps of tire wear means a ton on this track. Aiden Shepard now is coming out of the pits here, and he's going for the overcut on everybody, and it actually looks like the overcut might pay off here. Possibly, maybe not. Maybe he lost all that time. I'm not sure. He might have lost. Yeah, he lost all that time there. Aiden Shepard did. Yeah, I had to take a look at that. Yes, Shepard lost a ton of time there. Wow, Ryan Griffin, I don't think is pitted yet. He is very slow out there. But, yeah, Aiden Shepard lost all that time, not gained it. So, late pit strategy call isn't going to work out well for anybody there. So, Matthews gets held up by Zayden Davidson here. It's all down to tire wear now. We're hearing that Woodard might have only taken 2 tires, but I don't buy that right now. It looks like he's pretty quick. Teammate of the year, Carter Fitzgerald holds up Rich Roy here, and Ryan Matthews has really closed in on Rich Roy despite Roy having better tires. And wow, that was a good move there by Roy to get by a very slow Daniel Bouchard, who was just doing the pit stop strategy where to avoid minimum speed requirements, he just brings it down pit road every lap. We've seen that before, and ARCSOA, I guess, is okay with that. I guess. I think they really ought to close that loophole, but right now, Ryan Matthews and Rich Roy are right there, but they got a long way to go to catch Greg Woodard there. Ryan Griffin pitted very late there, and he's already lost 2 laps because of it. But he is on a very, very long overcut here, and that's kind of surprising to see what's going to happen here, but very, very long overcut for Ryan Griffin. Dylan Speeds and Anthony Griffith now are fighting pretty hard here in the mid-pack. This is for 4th, this position is. Well, not mid-pack, but mid-top 10. And they are right now just trying to battle with one another here just on these tires. But keep in mind, we still have quite a ways to go in this race. We're just past halfway, and it's going to be interesting to see if they can manage their tires pretty sanely here. And we have problems for Zayden Davidson here, and this is actually going to bring out a caution flag here. You're going to see here he grenades the motor there, and that's going to be a big, big problem there. And he is actually going to stop on the apron and bring out the yellow flag. That'll be the 3rd caution of the day for these drivers here. After the pit stop cycle, Greg Woodard and Ryan Matthews would be the top 2 here. You also have Rich Roy back there with Dylan Speeds. I thought that was Daniel Bouchard for a minute. I'm like, he's in the wrong lane. There is Anthony Griffith. Then you've got Carroll Abbott in the Tesla, Aiden Shepard back there in the Ferrari. I'm surprised that these cars that don't have hoods are still on the lead lap, but the Marlon there of Faust, Tyler Thaber back there doesn't have a hood on, Art doesn't have a hood on, and then Bobby Jones had a horrifically slow pit stop and is now starting behind them. So this could be a very interesting restart. We only have a number of laps to go. We're going to get the green on 78 of 110. And that's going to be very, very interesting here as we get going, because a lot of drivers are not sure how this is going to play out now, because now you've got one of the cars that was fast on a long run, being Ryan Matthews, up there with Greg Woodard. This could be a difference for Woodard, because Woodard has dominated this race effectively. Kai Dry with a very slow restart there. The whole inside line's being held up by that. And by that slow start there by Kai Dry, who doesn't have any damage, actually. But this is actually letting the outside line do pretty much anything they want to here, as looks like Griffith might be the car that the break happens in. Yes, it is going to be Griffith. But with this track, you can definitely gain some ground here on this track. As, there you go. Wow, there goes Anthony Griffith way on the outside of a 4-wide situation there. That was a great move there. And actually he's coming up on Dylan Speeds. Ryan Matthews to the lead, by the way, there. Got to the inside of Greg Woodard there. But now Woodard is going to be trying to fight back. Look at Dylan Speeds trying the way outside line there. Woodard has to go up and block. That's a great move. Ryan Matthews to the lead of the race, though. From reject of the race last week, from 40th on the grid, could he do the last to first challenge? That could be a big thing there. Here comes Rich Roy down low to take over second position here. Woodard fighting back on the outside. He's going to actually come up on Matthews now. Matthews has to throw the block here. Woodard's going to try to the inside now. Can he make it stick through 1 and 2? Matthews is holding the outside there, but there goes Woodard now. Woodard back to the lead. And now Woodard takes over the lead of the race, but Ryan Matthews does have one of the fastest cars out there. Bobby Jones slicing and dicing through the field as well. Anthony Griffith, Gretchen Faust without a hood doing a pretty good job there. And now Carol Abbott's flying up through the field as well. So a lot of battling throughout this field here. And there's the Menervini back there as well, not doing very well, but oh boy, Carol Abbott's looking very strong down on the inside now there of Ryan Matthews. And here they come down the backstretch. Will Abbott be able to make that one stick? Looks like it there, and holds off Ryan Matthews there. And now Abbott's going to try and chase down Greg Woodard. And here comes Abbott to the inside of Woodard, making that move look easy. Carol Abbott to the lead of the round of Atlanta here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. What a move there by Abbott, but we're going to see if Woodard can do anything to fight. Look at Ryan Matthews on the outside, flying around the outside, getting by Woodard there. Here comes Ryan Matthews now down low for the lead. What a move by Matthews there. Send Central. Ryan Matthews now out of nowhere takes the lead from third. We're going to go on board with Matthews here. That was a fantastic move by Ryan Matthews here. They're battling side by side. Matthews takes advantage of this, gets a run down the backstretch here. This is the kind of stuff you gotta see here. Matthews goes to the high line, commits to the high line, gets a lot of a run here, flies by Woodard. Abbott's slow there. Then he dives low on Abbott. What a move. What an absolute move here by Ryan Matthews there to take the lead of this race. Oh, problems for Greg Woodard. He blew the motor. Greg Woodard is out of the race, and that's probably going to be another caution there, because he did drop oil all over the track there. Tough break for Greg Woodard. No yellow yet, and oh, now the yellow flag is out. That's caution flag for Greg Woodard blowing up. Tough break for the dominant car of the day. And coming to the caution flag here, it's still green at this point. Here comes Carol Abbott on the outside of Ryan Matthews to take over the spot there. What a move by Carol Abbott to take over the lead there. Great showing there by Carol Abbott to get that lead. So we are going to go green with 20 to go here in this event here. Carol Abbott leads over Ryan Matthews. Back there you've got Dylan Speeds and Aiden Shepard there, the most unlucky driver in ARCSOA Elite Series history. Green flag is out and away we go. We're going to see how this race restarts here. Great start there by Abbott, but a good start by Perkins, the lap car there. Ryan Matthews has a very explosively quick car. Aiden Shepard got a great start there. Rich Roy did not there, held up by Sean Perkins, who might have a problem actually there. And, yeah, definite problem with Sean Perkins there. What will Matthews do with Abbott? Oh, look at Dylan Speeds sailing to the outside now. Dylan Speeds is going to get by there. And a fantastic move there by Dylan Speeds. Oh, I think we had a car coming down pit road. Tough break there for, well, that's Daniel Bouchard. Never mind. And now here comes Dylan Speeds. Not going to get the move to work there. Abbott continues to lead the race there. But Speeds is coming back now. Speeds is really sailing back here, fighting side by side here with Abbott down the straightaway here. How is this going to play out here for Dylan Speeds here? Speeds looks like he's got the inside chugging there. Dylan Speeds takes the lead there, but is he going to be able to hold it with Abbott on the outside? Matthews is holding station in third. No sight from fourth place. Aiden Shepard, of course, Griffin is 2 laps down due to a pit stop strategy. Look at, Abbott very slow through the center of 1 and 2. Very, very slow. Matthews is all over the back of Abbott. And Abbott's really struggling here, holding up Matthews here as Speeds is getting away in the Hadeland Sport car. Here they go down the straightaway here. And because Ryan Griffin's faster than the 3 leaders, because Griffin is faster, it's a shame because Ryan Griffin would be fighting for the lead here if it weren't for the fact that he's 2 laps down, because he is the fastest car on track, Ryan Griffin is, but again, 2 laps down, not going to help you there. They're sailing to the outside now, Ryan Matthews is trying to get by Abbott, catch Abbott snapping, and that's going to be second position for Ryan Matthews here. Matthews takes over second on the outside of Abbott. And now one of those laps is going to be, I think, gotten back here by Griffin here. Griffin is looking very, very strong there on the inside. Makes that move stick. No, maybe doesn't make it stick there. He's trying to get one of his 2 laps back. I'm interested to see what is Abbott going to do on Matthews now. Oh, they're making a little bit of contact there. And now it looks like Matthews is going to get the run there. Dylan Speeds now has a pretty big lead over these 2 who are duking it out. There is only 21 laps in this stint, and they're coming down to the wire here. A little further back, you can see there's a log jam here behind Faust. You've got Ace Lemmy, Nick Pericles back here. Anthony Griffith is really slow back here now. Well, no, actually, he's in 7th. Never mind. He is on the lead lap. Those cars are not that I just mentioned. My apologies there. I think that's the case. Let me actually recheck that. That's Kai Dry. Yes, Griffith is... Oh, crash on track! Oh, big accident here! That's Nick Pericles. Ace Lemmy's in it. And Rich Roy. And there's the Menervini trying to slide by and doesn't get by there either. Ah, man, that's not good. Race leader Dylan Speeds had a big lead going for him, but now it's going to be left to nothing. And this was the 2 teammates here. Ace Lemmy just slid up on the Rich Roy, and keep in mind, Ace Lemmy was a lap down. Rex's teammate and team boss. And then Pericles and Ard don't have anywhere to go. Miyazaki's on the apron trying to pass everybody. Not sure how that took place, but that wasn't a great move there by Ace Lemmy. You're not going to get a lot of bonus points if you're wrecking your team owner. Actually, I take that back. Well, nope, this was Ace Lemmy just running into the back of Rich Roy there. Faust got a little piece of it as well. Whew, not a great idea. Restart now is Dylan Speeds, lap car of Ryan Griffin, and then behind there you got Ryan Matthews in second with Terrell Abbott in third. Aiden Shepard fourth. Is Bethany Woodard on the lead lap? No, she is not. Look at Kai Dry once again with another restart there. I'm guessing that was another cheating restart, but we'll see how that plays out there. It is a battle now at the front of the field now. Can Ryan Griffin really hold up Dylan Speeds is a question here of mass proportions here. Dylan Speeds is looking very strong here, but that lap car of Griffin is faster than him. And it doesn't look like he is going to be too nice to Dylan Speeds here. Diving down low. Here comes Ryan Matthews now on Dylan Speeds. It's going to be a very interesting battle with both of them now. Further up the track now, we have Griffin and Speeds. Speeds goes around on the outside, but into the wall nearly he goes. Nearly flies into the wall doing that. And now Matthews and Abbott are doing battle here. Abbott looks faster than both of them. Or Abbott looks faster than both of them, not Matthews, sorry. Meanwhile, further back, there's not a whole lot going on here. Bobby Jones now is up to 4th. Trying to claw his way up the order. He's the fastest car on track right now. Well, at least in the pack he was. I'm interested to see if he can do anything with the leaders here, but there's under 10 to go in this race. And now, oh, Ryan Griffin is getting involved here. Here comes Carol Abbott in the Tesla. Carol Abbott in the Tesla is now fighting back. Oh, my goodness. Now, this race is really heating up with 7 to go. Abbott now fighting there. Matthews does not look like he's got a car to win this race, but he might end up, if he's not careful. Abbott has a really bad turn 1 and 2. Here comes Ryan Griffin now. Getting his lap back here, making Dylan Speed's life more difficult now. Ryan Matthews now is fighting back on Abbott in second with only, I believe, 5 laps to go, or 6 to go. Oh, Bobby Jones blows up! Are they going to throw a yellow is a big question now, because that would end the race. I think they're going to keep it green because ARCSOA really wants to. And Kiterman's also down there on the apron there. Bobby Jones from 4th, grenades the motor there. He was the fastest car on track at that time. Matthews goes by Abbott on the high line. There's oil on the front stretch from Bobby Jones's car. We'll see how that affects everybody, but they're both catching Dylan Speeds, who is struggling with Ryan Griffin. Very much struggling with Griffin. Abbott gets by Matthews there. With only 4 to go, I think this is Dylan Speed's race unless if he keeps choking this one away. Up on the high line now. There goes Speeds on the outside, gets by Griffin there. And I think this is going to be how they fit. Now up to 4th is Anthony Griffith. 5th place, I believe, is Gretchen Faust. 6th place now, is Austin Sanders on the lead lap? No, he's not. 6th place is Tyler Faber without a hood. 7th place is Sean Ard. 8th place is Aiden Shepard, who has a lot of problems there. Sean Perkins into the fence. Don't want to do that too often if you're Perkins here. Ryan Matthews really struggling now, as Dylan Speeds only has 3 to go now, and he is definitely gaining on Carol Abbott there in 2nd position. Final lap now, Anthony Griffith now is closing in on Ryan Matthews and Carol Abbott. It's been a runaway race for Dylan Speeds. Look at Griffith go by Matthews here, and is he going to get Abbott too on the last lap? Looks like he could definitely challenge here. Dylan Speeds is very slow on the backstretch here, but looks like Speeds is going to win this race. Oh, I don't know. Anthony Griffith now is in the wall trying to get up there. He is going to get 2nd here. Wall riding here, but it's Dylan Speeds' race here. Griffith wall ride. Oh, there's a battle for 2nd. The wall ride hurts, and that's going to put Abbott 2nd, and I think Griffith 3rd with Matthews 4th. That was a real close battle, but Dylan Speeds wins the round of Atlanta Motor Speedway here. He played the tire strategy card right and wins Atlanta Motor Speedway. So Dylan Speeds wins this very chaotic Atlanta Motor Speedway race. Carol Abbott 2nd. Anthony Griffith tried that wall ride move there to get 2nd position away. Threw it into the wall, couldn't keep a hold of it, and gets 3rd, though. He does get Ryan Matthews, though. 4th place goes to Matthews. 5th place to Faust. 6th place to Ard. 7th place to Thaber. 8th place to Shepard. 9th place to Griffin. 1 lap down. He did get 1 of his laps back. Bethany Woodard gets 10th. Kiterman 11th. Perkins 12th. 13th for Ace Salemi. 14th for Carter Fitzgerald. 15th for Kai Dry. 16th for Austin Sanders. 17th for Bobby Jones. 18th for Rich Roy. 19th for Nick Pericles. 20th for Mika Miyazaki. 21st for Greg Woodard. 22nd for Daniel Bouchard. Tough break for Woodard, by the way. Dominated this race. 23rd for Silverspoon. 24th for Davidson. And 25th, the last point spot for Hirano. 26th for Monaco. For Eric Monaco. Austin Silverspoon 27th. Lester Wester 28th. 29th goes to Vince Freeze. 30th to Hadeland. 31st to Cody Lamas. 32nd to Fitzwater. 33rd to Lance Calvin. 34th to Allison Holiday. 35th to Zilt Dormitory. 36th to DJ Curtis. 37th to Noah Hart. 38th to Sevar Ilkin. 39th to Ethan Moore. And 40th to Caitlin Tannerhill. Please now in the comments vote for who your reject of the day is. And I have a feeling at Daytona next week we'll be seeing more cars in the rear of the field. Vote for your reject of the day. Who made the dumbest move of the day? As we go to the points. So we've edited this a little bit because the team color chart didn't exactly look that great. Sean Perkins is our point leader after his Grand Prix Road Atlanta victory. Bethany Woodard is in second with Ryan Griffin in third. Tyler Thaber in fourth with 84 points. Carol Abbott with 81. Dylan Speeds with 75. Of course, he had a 0 at Grand Prix Road Atlanta, but he wins here. Aiden Shepard on 72. Sean Art on 71. Lance Calvin on 70. 65 for DJ Curtis. Tied with him is Anthony Griffith. Ryan Matthews down there in 61. 55 for Gretchen Faust. Nick Pericles on 51. Ingrid Hadeland on 50. 46 for Tanner Hill. Noah Hart on 34, Ethan Kiterman on 30, Eric Monaco on 27, Sevar Ilkin on 24, Aslemi on 24, Sanders on 22, Fitzgerald on 21. Greg Woodard should be way higher in the points than he is. He was running really good at Road Atlanta, and here he's only on 20. Cody Lamas on 18, Kai Dry on 18. Zachary Fitzwater on 13, Bobby Jones on 13, Rich Roy on 11, Ethan Moore on 9, Misaki on 9, Freeze on 5, Takumi Hirano on 5, Bouchard on 4, Bolt the Silver Spoons on 3, Zayden Davidson on 2, and then Holiday, Dormitory, and Lester Wester are the only 3 drivers that have not scored points yet this year. So, wow, that's really quite impressive so far this year. And finally, here are the Constructors' Championships with Team Thunder in first place on 167, Silver Speed with 144 in second, Hadeland Sport with 125 in third, Lycoya with 114, Ferrari with 106, Tesla with 103, Toyota Racing Development in 7th, Bradley Automotive in 8th with 83, Matthews 1 point back in 9th. 10th is Nissan with 73. Ford Performance Technologies in 11th with 69. Marlone with 60 in 12th. MDR in 13th with 54. 14th goes to Mid-Atlantic Motorsports on 46. Honda in 15th with 40. Roy Inc. in 16th with 35. DNC had a really bad start to their year despite being the most dominant cars on the grid. It's 17th with 23. 18th with 18 points is Blameless Racing, 19th for Mentorvini, and 20th for ARCSOA America on 9 and 6, respectively. The next race of the ARCSOA Elite Series schedule is going to be at the high banks of the Daytona International Speedway, Super Speedway in Daytona Beach, Florida. We will see you then.